Hello. Okay. So I kind of lied. I didn't do the side quests, all of them, like I said, because I remember the buttons. This one involves the Mishi knockoffs, or not the Mishi's knockoff, the Mishi's like new design. And we have Elaine with us, so obviously, you know, I gotta do this on stream. It would have been wrong of me. How are we all doing? Hope everyone's doing good today. It's like just like a cold, rainy day from here. And then, you know, work was whatever. Oh shit, is auto still on? I think I turned it off. Okay, yeah. Saw your request. Yes, everyone make a wishy with Mishi. Man, I do want to. I want to eventually play the Cold Steel games and the Crossbell games on this channel, just so those of you that have not properly experienced the joy that is Mishi can be indoctrinated. I mean, introduced to the Mishi fandom. So remember, when I got my, I think it was my Cold Steel 3 collectors. I think it was Cold Steel 3 collectors. 3 or 4. It came with the Mishi plush. I had no idea what the fuck it was. I knew it as the thing that Fee sometimes talked about. That was about it. Oh, you're the ones that everyone's been talking about. You got here much faster than I thought you would. That's good, because we're running out of time. Running out of time? Oh. Good news for you, lady. We got nothing but time. So, how willing are you willing to kill one of us if need be? That's so. Why don't you start by telling us what's going on then? Your request made some mention of the Mishi show, I believe. Oh, that reminds me. Isn't there supposed to be some kind of difference between the new Mishi and the old one? Honestly, I can't really tell. Probably before I go to bed, you were amazing. Aww. Thermo, you're gonna make me cry! Thermo, you are just as an amazing of a friend. And I hope you get some good sleep, dude. You absolutely deserve it. You have a good one. Y'all, Thermo's actually just the best. Well, why don't I start there? Mishi was born in a theme park in Crossville, Michelin Wonderland. Because Mishi saw a lot of success after the... It sounds like he saw combat. Because Mishi saw a lot of success after the war, the Val's investment bank decided to buy up a lot of their stock. That's how they became Michelin Wonderland's major investors. Val's Investment Bank? Mm-hmm. They've been pushing the company to expand their market ever since, particularly into the Republic. That's what led to the higher-ups deciding to put Mishi through a whole new redesign. These new features are supposed to appeal to people from the public, and the costume's apparently easier to move around in too. Oh yeah! Oh my god, I forgot about that nightmare. Seems to allow Mishi to show more expressions as well. I'm disappointed they removed the cute little stripes on his body, however. Right? When everyone thinks of Mishi, they imagine a small, limp face with a plump body. It was peak character design. Valis just doesn't understand his charm. They completely got rid of the snuggly feeling he gave off. I see. You're very passionate about this. You seem pretty familiar with Mishi yourself, Elaine. She sure is. Been a hardcore Mishi fan since your student days. You don't need to advertise it to the world. Plus, you can't exactly call me hardcore. I'm actually quite behind on Mishi lore these days. Oh yeah? Definitely something a casual fan would say. I think what you like. Anyway, I apologize for all my excitement. I'm actually no longer a part of the old Mishi fan group. I've recently come to believe that both the new and old Mishi have their positives. Now the new Mishi sucks. I guess that's better than making a fuss over it. I agree. And for what it's worth, Mishi's old design is still rather prominent in Crossbell. Yeah, unfortunately that doesn't mean much to the old Mishi's more radical fans. Oh my god. Mishi started as the mascot and ended up becoming just a Falcon. Oh, really? I didn't realize he was that big for Falcom as a whole. I figured he was like the Trails mascot, but I didn't realize it was just Falcom. I've heard a rumor they intend on interfering with the Mishi show today at the Treon Mall. Well, that's definitely not something we can ignore. Could be dangerous. Yes, however, as for who exactly the person planning to interfere is... well, I'm not too sure. That's why I'm asking for your help. After all, it'd be terrible if the show got interrupted. I mean, it sounds like a pretty reasonable request, but to be sure you're aware, this is a job for somebody like a mall cop, not a Sprigga. Although, I imagine they have a hard time acting on something that's a little more than a rumor. Was there a particular reason you thought we would be your best choice? There is. Think about it. If a fan of Mishi's were to have a run-in with the authorities, his reputation would be sure to plummet. Also, you can't help but sympathize with the old Mishi fans. They just really love him. I was hoping you guys could help me end things peacefully. That way no one gets hurt, or has their reputation. In other words, he wants us to cover the tracks. Best if we just, yeah, like, you don't face consequences, you only grow bolder. I guess you're right. Wait a second, there's only one person trying to interfere, right? Yes, you may call the radicals a group, but they're barely even that, honestly. Most of their bad apples work in isolation. And given that a majority of their members think disrupting the Mishi show is going a step too far, it's not hard to see why. It should be relatively simple to trace their movements, then. Do you know what their plan involves? Sorry, any details I know are pretty vague. You could always hire a Jaeger to deal with them. Depending on how big it is, you could probably send them to wipe out the entire group. With a smaller core, though, you might just have to settle for killing the guy in charge. Don't you think that's going a bit overboard? Well, actually, maybe it's best to be prepared. For fucking Christ. Listen, nobody's planning an armed strike on Mishi or his fans. Got it. If you say so. Anyway, we probably won't be able to learn anything concrete once we start asking around the mall. Should we head over to see what we can find? Absolutely, we gotta protect Mishi! Frost, I'm guessing the thing you sent me, Frosty, is from oh no, it says in Yeast 8, never mind. I was just saying, that looks like a Yeast game. Alright, we're on the case. I mean, it's a little strange, but it kind of feels right up our alley. Great, thank you so much. Head over to the Triumph. Yes, sir. Let's
Time to start working.
We have to protect Mishi at any cost. Just turns to Katra. Are you prepared to lay down your life in Mishi's name? If you're not, get the fuck out of Arkwright Solutions. I don't know why I singled Katra out there. Oh, that poppin'. Okay, you must be waiting for the show, or search for a culprit. Should we just start looking for this guy's hiding place? I think we should find the Mishi show's staff first. Mishi Show staff. Mishi feels a little hard. I think Mishi Show. Mishi Show? Mishi Show? Mishi Show? Mishi Show. Mishi. That's a little hard to say. It feels like it's a mouthful of like, I don't know, almost like, I guess like rubber or something. There's Mishi Show. Just a shh. Back to back. Anyway. I don't want to learn to police or anything. Well, we can give them heads up. Ready? Smart thinking. Maybe Crossbell needs to be under new management again. Elaine, Tio, and Jingo's management. Fuck, no, we cannot give Jingo a government position.
Welcome to the Treon Mall. Here you'll find Treon
Still don't see what's his face.
You'll also find the Fern Store, a movie theater, boutiques, and other various
Right, because he
shops
said
to peruse.
outside the Quincy store? Oh, no, not something else new to buy.
Yeah, Laburl. I'm actually kind of interested in that place. Master really likes it there.
Oh, that reminds me.
They have everything from
I think the granddaughter of the Eight Leaves founder belongs to one of the guilds there.
tomatoes. Please check it out.
I'm quite proud of what we have to offer. Please come again.
Wait, granddaughter of one of the Eight Leaves founder? Granddaughter of the Eight Leaves founder. Granddaughter of the Eight Leaves founder.
Welcome to the Treon Mall. Here you'll find Treon Tower, one of Edith's major landmarks.
Wait, Annalise. Annalise.
You'll
Annalise,
also find the
Annalise,
Fern
Annalise,
Store,
Annalise.
a movie theater, boutiques, and other various shops to peruse. Drop by the Vern Store if you want to check out the hottest new
No.
commodity, the T-Phone. It's a cutting-edge piece of orbital technology
No,
that's lighting Calvert on fire. You won't want to miss it.
She's his granddaughter? You're kidding. Like, she's an incredibly competent bracer, and she's like a very good character, but she's his granddaughter?
Anything of interest?
Welcome to the Treon Mall. Here you'll find
I
Treon
hope you
House,
found everything to your liking.
landmarks.
I don't remember that.
Whoa. You sure?
You'll also find the Vern Store, a
I
movie
straight up
theater,
don't remember
boutiques,
that. Okay.
and other various shops to peruse. We hope you'll have a fabulous time.
Oh god, is Annalise gonna become a Divine Blade? The Divine Blade of plushies. Something we think the Nishi staff should know. Of course. Is there an issue somewhere? Damn it, I keep accidentally doing that. Sorry, but we might want to talk about this elsewhere. Alright, was there something I could do for you? We're pretty busy, so it's not anything important. We're from Arkwright Solutions. We just received a job from a concerned citizen. I think she's the most skilled with the sword. Don't worry about finding the person. We'll take care of that part for you. I just want you guys to be aware of the situation. You should be prepared in case we slip up. I see. You know, actually, these radical Mishi fans have become quite the topic of our staff, too. We usually have some disturbances during our shows, with booing and everything. Most of us figured that's who it was. I never thought they'd go so far. I've experienced these kinds of disturbances before. Might have you notified the respective authorities. Well, we certainly considered it. But we were worried they might want to start forcefully removing people or refuse entry. Well, it would be paint a bigger target on our back, but still just ruin the atmosphere of the Mishi show. We figured we could handle it by giving out warnings at the beginning of the performance. If it was me, I'd kick him out fast and they'd say wishy with Mishi. Anyway, if what you said is true, we might just have to ramp up security after all. Talk to the staff right now and have them prepare. Now we start the hunt. Small, smaller, capture them before show starts. Would you perhaps be smelling those two over there? And when wandering the main corridor has been acting a little strange. She doesn't really look like she's here to watch the show either. She must be handing out some papers. As for the other set, I'm the guy handing out balloons. I don't really think he's doing anything weird though. No, he isn't. I can't shake the feeling that he's still suspicious somehow. Sure do have a knack for this, but you're right. I'm sure one of them is the culprit. Sorry for stealing your thunder. Anyway, let's go talk to them, see if we can learn anything. Yes, they gave up as soon as they saw us.
Their Eastern tea is quite nice.
Hey, what are you handing out? Oh, are you interested? Please, take some with you. Let me give you my card as well. Join us in bringing back the true Mishi? I'm trying to gather signatures in support of returning Mishis all the time. As I'm sure you can tell, I'm a huge fan. I visit MWL pretty often, even though it's all the way in Crossbell. Nobody in the Republic loves Mishi more than I? No, all the world. Alright, I know at least 4 other women that would strongly disagree. Wow, that's some confidence. Yeah, you sure are passionate about this. Radical might be putting it lightly. She's wearing so much perfume. It's really overpowering. Mishi C in the Republic is a fraud. He's trampling all over Mishi's good name. Whether it's the new design or a costume, or even that Mishi. I would pay so much money to see Mishi voiced by Antonio Banderas. The amount of money to hear that man go make a wishy with Mishi. It would be amazing. It would just be awesome. Mishi in boots. Mishi in boots. Company's far too focused on making Mirror lately, which means they've been neglecting the most important thing of all, Mishi's personality. You know, I kinda understand where you're coming from. Oh no, Elaine's being radicalized. I mean, new design is alright, but there's just something that feels a little off. Like it's clearly a man in a costume. Don't ignore that feeling. You mustn't give in to the new Mishi. I've had over 30 people sign my petition already, and they would all agree with you. I believe that those supporting the new Mishi are being fooled into doing so. Is that so? Yes, that's why I plan on watching the show happening later. I'll have my eye on them in case there's any funny business going on. Our dream is to create an MWL in the Republic, one that's true to form. If you feel as strong as I do, I implore you to please add your signature to the list. Well, I'll definitely have to think about it. Let's go find our other suspects. Get the fuck out of here.
This stuff is cutting edge.
I want the balloon. I want the Mishi balloon. I want the Mishi balloon. I want the Mishi balloon. Fuck, I want it. I want it. You handing out balloons for the Mishi show? Yes, I am. Originally supposed to be used to decorate the mall, but I would have sworn I just saw something crawl across my desk, but there is nothing there. So either it was something very small, very fast, or I'm seeing things. Both are very likely. What does the CID hide? The Republican Mishi is a CID operative. Don't be fooled. Crossbell Mishi is the true Mishi. Giving out the mouth breed guests. That's awfully thoughtful of you. So does that mean you're the one of the Mishi Show staff members? I guess you could say that. I've really rudely been hired for a day gig, though. I'm a longtime fan of Mishi, so it's always been my dream to help out with the show. I'm so glad I could finally arrange my schedule to take the job today. Do you normally do other work? Yes, I'm a painter. You know someone who paints roofs, and yes, we know what a painter is. I also like working on mechanical stuff as a hobby every now and then. We made a Mishi-mobile once. A Mishi-mobile? I'm assuming it's a car with pictures of Mishi all over it? Exactly! We put together some custom parts that look like Mishi's ears and tail. It's actually parked outside the mall right now. Would you all like to see it? It's amazing. We'll take a look when we get a chance. Was that Kilka's true reason for being sure. Oh my god, if I ever get the fucking chance to let me look up her actual Twitch name really quick just so I can say it right. I'll actually no, this might be a good chance to see if I can do the freaking shout out command right. I'm following her. Yeah, Melly Zanda. Melly Grant. I believe is her actual name. This is her evil Mishi or Mega Mishi. The voice of Kilka is also a streamer. So if I ever get the chance to do like a collab with her or something, or even just like talk to her, like one-on-one, I absolutely am gonna ask her why is the Republican Mishi a CID plant? Was that what Kilka was doing in Crossbell? How could you do this to an international icon? Old Mishi? Of course. You know Mishi is the true Mishi. The new one's just some fake made by some big stockholders. There's no competition. I just wish people who like the new one would open their eyes. And they will soon. When this tiny Mishi balloon filled with mustard gas. Feels different all of a sudden. I feel kind of threatened. Also, what's that lemon smell coming off of him? Lemons? Yellow? Yellow mustard? Oh shit. Run! Sorry, I got a little carried away. I know that the Val's investment makes pretty much the whole reason Mishi was even able to come to the Republic. I'm grateful for that, at least. Is that so? Thank you. You've really given us some things to think on. Do I just... Oh, hold on. I have a very dumb idea. I got a very dumb idea. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. Oh man. Yeah. Okay. Show of hands. Do I not DM her, but like at her on at Melly Grant on Blue Sky right now, asking her if the Republican version of Mishi is a CID plant? Do I do that? I kind of want to do that. I'll be really dumb. Okay. We're gonna do it. Is he getting nervous? Absolutely. Melly. Sam. Question. It's my question from my. Okay. I'm not gonna bother like trying to switch over or anything. It's just at mellyzan.bluesky.social. Question from my stream: is the Calvard Republic public version of Mishi a CID plant. Was that what, or is that what Kilka was really doing in Crossbell in the Zero and Azure games? Do you think that's good? Just question for my stream: is the Calvert Republic version of Mishi a CID plant or operative? Should we go with plant or operative? I'm thinking operative. I'm thinking operative, yeah. Is that what Kilka was really doing in Crossbell in the Zero and Azure games? Do we all think that's good? I think that's good. Okay. I clear my throat. It is posted. I will keep an eye on my blue sky. So if I ever pause, it's because I'm switching over to another tab. This is so stupid. I remember pulling up my mic. Oh man, this is so dumb. This is so fucking dumb. I honestly, from what I've been able to catch of her streams and I've seen of her personality on Blue Sky, I give it a solid 50-50 she responds. Like a solid 50-50 shot. At the very least, I hope she thinks it's funny. I think they were a bit more than your average fans. Yeah, they were. Yeah, neither of them really seemed like they planned to interfere with the show, though. Well, for some reason, one of them had a lot of perfume, and the other guy had, a really strong lemon smell? Whatever that could be? A man handing out balloons, and a woman getting signatures. There's still something I don't get. Yeah, why do they both smell so weird? You're right. Oh my god, I keep burping. Excuse me. I picked up on that as well. The culprit has to be one of them. You might be able to figure out it is by process of elimination. Scent. Process of elimination. Yeah. Person who came to interference with the Mishi show is... Ah, jeez. Signatures and support. Huge fan of Mishi. Gotta blow my nose again. Fucking dust in my room is outrageous. No matter how much I dust, the dust in my room just is horrible. I mean, it also doesn't help that it's like a tiny room, and I usually stream with my door closed. But I guess I can keep it open for the next hour or so, because my roommates don't get done for another 2 hours. Okay. Doors open. World to see. Yeah, fucking tell me. No, it is so bad in this apartment. We get so much dust. Like, it doesn't help that my roommates number one have the fucking windows open. Okay, well... Okay, well... I forget what name I've used for her, but my bestie has, like, bad allergies, so, like, the pollen and everything. Alright, but yeah, whatever. Ooh, I get it. Ooh, I'm a Molly. I'll die if I eat an onion. Ooh. And, no, she has, like, really bad onion allergies, too. She will die. And Oren just doesn't give a shit. But it's like, oh my god, I want to have the windows open. I want to have fresh air in this place, especially after the winter. Not today, because it's cold, but... Oh, man. Trampling over Mishy's good name. She can use Mishy's personality. I'm leaning towards Balloon Guy. Self-view, Mishy shows, like he got weirdly aggressive. And like he knows how to, and like he like mentioned he like works with all mechanical stuff. So like if he wanted to mess with the show, he could do something with like the lighting or like, you know, if there's like any pyrotechnics for some reason, I guess. I'm gonna say Balloon Boy. Most like the guy with the balloons. Huh? I don't think it's the woman. They both had really strong feelings about the new Mishy. The one's trying to get rid of the new Mishy by gathering signatures. She even had her own cards made. And if she were to plan something that would interfere with the show, what do you think would happen? If it became known to the public that she was behind it all, her hard work would go up in smoke. Yeah, she's probably just going to keep gathering signatures. I didn't even think about that part, but yeah. Yeah. Aw, poor Haas! Even like that, I guess it makes sense. Just leaves the guy with the balloons. Yes, but even without us narrowing it down, there's a reason he stood out. It's funny to see you slowly suss out the culprit. I tend to rely on my instincts. They're never wrong. You don't have to be so snide about it. Well, whatever. Let's go find our guy. There's not much time until the show starts. Oh, you're back. Did you guys want a balloon? The show's about to begin, so I started putting them away. Sorry, but there's something we need to talk to you about. I don't have much time, so I'll keep it short. Barry, you're up. Roger. What are you doing? I've done nothing wrong. I mean, not yet, but you were certainly planning to. We all know about your little scheme. For example, those balloons. Why don't we cut one, see what's inside? What's that sound? Dropped a liquid. Is that paint? You put paint in the balloons? Well, well, isn't this a surprise? That was a weird reading. I have no idea how that got in there. It must have been someone... Really, dude? Really? Besides, how would something like that disrupt a show any... Really, dude? Really? I assume it has something to do with that scent you're giving off. A strong lemon smell. The component of citrus fruits have a corrosive effect on rubber. Got it. In other words, if you apply a citrus-based juice to the balloon, it would eventually burst. And if you look close enough, some of the balloons have a glass keeping them shut. Didn't you say something about being good with mechanical stuff? You made a device that was capable of spraying the lemon juice and put it on a timer. You could release the paint right as the show is at its peak, ruining it for everyone. Aaron took into the man's pocket. We have here some liquid and a few clasps. There's no more talking your way out of this one. Amazing. Well, you guys are too late. Why don't you take a look at the ceiling? Those balloons have paint in them too? That's right. It sucks that I couldn't get them all up there, but whatever. When the paint falls, I'll be sure to splash everything and everyone in its way. Every fan of the new Mishy deserves to be doused. You idiot! Do you even realize what you're doing? New, old, it doesn't matter. You're not worthy to call yourself a Mishy fan at all. Huh? Hello, everyone. Mishy Show will be starting in just a few moments. Please gather around the stage and get ready to make a wishy wish Mishy. We're out of time. I think we learned all we can. Barry, keep an eye on him. Understood? What are you going to do? We'll talk to the staff, then gather all the balloons ourselves. The ones on the ceiling take priority. Katra, see if you feel you can do anything about them, and try not to attract attention from the get. Let's keep going. Oh! Oh. Yes! Theo deserves to have all the balloons he wants. E. 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 Go, Theo, go! Oh, wait, whoop, whoop. Really? I got... Oh, that's dumb. Unless it's right here. Aha! Got it. No, yeah, the controls are very wonky, but in a fun way? Well done, Theo. We managed to get them all on our end, too. Looks like we finished just before the show's climax. God, that is just a man in a suit, and it's so unnerving. Let's dance the time away. Eh. Well, when you said it. I don't even know what to think about what could have happened without your help. But I'm so glad I put out the request. Theo comes to Calvin to take his fake gun. I mean, if I had gone to the police or the guild, they probably would have just shut the whole show down and called it quits. Seriously, thank you so much for your help. Allow me to offer my thanks as well. I really appreciate everything you've done for us. By the way, you said your name was Rosie, yes? I'd like you to cover the request fee. I'd like to cover the request fee for you. Would you be okay? Well, sure, I guess I don't mind. Fine by me. Couldn't care less who shells out in the end. As long as they actually do, you know? Before I forget, still gotta figure out what we want to do with this guy. Make him wear the Mishy suit. Make him wear the Mishy suit. Make him wear... I didn't actually think you guys would get all the balloons in time. Guess you're just as good as the rumors say you are, Arkwright Solutions. Hey, can I ask you a question? Why did you want to disrupt the show in the first place? Because I refused to accept the new Mishy. See, I've been a fan for a long time now. I've had a collection of every piece of Mishy merchandise that's ever been sold. That's incredible. So when I learned that I'd finally be able to see Mishy in the Republic, I was over the moon. Then I found out he was just an monster. However, I knew that those just discovering Mishy, that fraud, would become the real thing to them. So I figured I would show them. Show them that the Mishi they know and love isn't the real Mishi. They deserve to know, damn it. Sorry to hear you're disappointed. Dude's psychotic. Can't say I don't see where he's coming from, though. This guy's really digging his heels in. We do actually end up doing this without the authorities. There's a possibility he'll circle back to plan something even worse in the future. Alright, if we're gonna stop him from making a comeback, I think we have two options. Either chew him out, or we intimidate him. Make him wear the suit. He has to wear the suit for a month. Not even for the show. Just his day-to-day life. When he goes to work. When he goes on a date. When he showers. Mishi all the time. Oh, we're 1000% doing intimidation tactics. 1000%. Well, in that case, how would I take the lead? Would you stop reading my mind? But fine, if you're so confident, let's see what you can do. Can I help you? These Mishi radicals are a pretty big pig in the butt, huh? Think you'll need a hand taking care of them? Lucky for you, whether it's controlling information, interrogation, assassination, I can do it all, and no one will ever hear a peep. Well, thank you for the offer, but we couldn't possibly. Don't you think that's a little much? Oh, okay, I see it. Your planning was just as bad. See, mascots only have value because of their popularity. Isn't that right? And at the moment, the new Mishi is using that popularity to make a life in the Republic. By sabotaging him, and it shows, well, you might as well have just pushed a stake into his heart. Can you really complain if someone wants to do the same to you? Are you crazy? Okay, maybe I was trying to tank his popularity, but we can talk about this, right? Fuck, huh? You mean you still got something to say? In my opinion, this son you just try to pull speaks for itself. You're right. I should never have tried to do something like this. Yeah, she had me worried for a bit, but looks like he's learned his lesson. So is this where you've all been hiding? No way. Hey everyone, it's Mishi! I'm so glad to meet you all. I'm sorry, I can't. His body's so long. Mishi, what are you doing here? Are you supposed to be returning to Michelin Wonderland? Dude, we're all adult. Most of us are adults here. Sorry, I summoned someone didn't look very happy, so he simply had to come and see what I could do for them. Jumping in at a time like this? Impressive. You know, I only just came to Republic from Michelin Wonderland. There's still a lot of stuff I don't understand about this place. Like, why are my eyebrows so limp here? But what hasn't stopped me from trying to fulfill my dream? That is, my dream of bringing lots of happiness to everyone, of course. I'm going to keep working at it, and someday, I'll be able to bring some happiness to you. Boops his nose. Mishi. I'm so wrong. I was so worried over the difference in design. I'd rather try to understanding you. I think I get it now. No matter what he looks like, Mishi's heart and soul will always stay the same. I'm so sorry. Thank you for everything, Mishi. It's very fun playing playing like the whack jobs. I knew Mishi could solve everything. Yeah, I'm feeling a bit touched myself. The guy in the suit's a pretty good actor. What do you mean a guy in a suit? Wait, is Mishi not real? Guys, Mishi's real, right? That's... Aaron was making a joke, right? 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 Oh no. We shall have a dream like Mishy's. They make the world a much nicer place. Yeah, maybe. Anyway, I think we consider this a case closed. Never seen that anime.
I hope I was of assistance.
Reward deposited!
Okay, that was 1000% the right call to do on stream. Oh, we got our chaos to max. Oh, Baize and Carnelia. Yeah, creates appearance of AT bonus by... Ew, ew, ew. Well... Now the big question is... Do I give the Carnelia gem to Aaron? Or Shizuna? That is true. But... Look, will I probably use Aaron more often than not? Yes. Would essentially an extra attack 3 on
Well then, shall we?
the best single target critical attacker in the game be smart? 1000%. Let's see. Well, looks like sun's gonna be coming tomorrow. Still got a bit of snow. Okay. Damn it. Ooh, Route 1 is jammed at the three-way intersection. That is such a shame. Well, folks, getting home from work is gonna be a problem tonight. I could be a newscaster in another life. Weather girl. Weather woman. Hey, look who's here. How's it going? We're just out doing some information gathering. It does have... That is true. And since... That's just fun to do. And oh, I forgot to give someone the Baize gem chip. Baize? Is it Baize or Baize? I think it's Baize. I guess the answer is that it ain't going too well. You're curious if there's been any updates since I dropped by this morning. Seem to be deep in conversation though. Did something happen? Is Fee coming back? Is Fee coming back? The juicier the better. Well, I wouldn't call it the most helpful intel, but... Wait, since when was Ikaruga's second command mixed in with you guys? I almost let that pass right by me. Oh, that's a shinobi technique I'm trying out. It's supposed to make you ignore me completely. Uragani did say to be useful though, since I stand out just being here. But hey, if I can give the immovable a jolt, then it's not a total lost cause, right? So it hides you without actually hiding you? Cool. Straight up, you need a real hobby. We got our reasons for collaborating with her. No need to sweat the details. Yeah, Shizuna being Shizuna, and we love her for it. If we get back on topic, did you learn something new? Well, ever since that whole mess on Nemeth Island, the guild has been going after the Oathbreaker again. Not that we actually know where the guy is, but say he's been lying low for once. Lying low? That old coat? Kind of hard to believe. There are many eyes peeled for any potential backroom activity from him. Even if he were to evade capture, he would surely leave behind some sort of trace. Since we found nothing of the sort, it can only mean he's inactive for the time being. That's not good. Hey, know what he could still do? Even if he stays in one place for long? Make more poisons and toxins. Or he was caught by the society, had the tar beat out of him. Wishful thinking, as nice as it sounds. Anyway, that brings us to the alliance between the Oathbreaker and the so-called Garden Master. I suspect it was only a temporary thing. They said as much. I do remember him saying something like that.
Our contract is complete. Your assistance was most appreciated, Oathbreaker. Now kindly leave the stage.
The floor is all yours. What you do from here is none of my concern. So go nuts. I'm curious whether your scheme will play out like you think it will. Should make for an interesting watch.
This definitely lends some weight to those words. Up until Nemeth Island, the two had been collaborating to some extent. So it's likely that the Oathbreaker and the Garden Master are both working towards different goals. Alien caught me up on what happened yesterday. This Garden Master's guy is on the move now, yeah? I'm just glad we don't have to face both of those dirtbags at the same time. That's one silver lining here. It stands to reason he has further plans in the capital, judging from yesterday's events. The whole fiasco felt more like a trial run, if you ask me. This is when things really start to ramp up. You sure know how to make it sound ominous. Dude, oh my gosh, she's in a... When'd she get here? Not even... More vigilant. I never know. Well, we'll do what we can, and only get us so far while those devices are still out there. It's command you guys to step up to the plate arc ride. I don't have to tell me twice. You know, actually, I just thought of it, because... And I'll wait till this is over. Like it is now. I just thought of it. Where the fuck is Kilika been? Like, just like, checking to see if she still hasn't responded. I'm not the least bit surprised. I wouldn't respond. Where the fuck has Kilika been? Yeah, like, half the time we haven't been in the capital. But, like, you think she would have made an appearance? After what, happened at Airman? You're right. She's trading the new Mishi operative.
Let's be on our way.
Oh, right. Buys a gem. Which is... And she did say it is a busy job, and she did call us one time. Look, she's easy, like, top 5 favorite characters from the Sky games for me, so I'm like, it'd be nice to see her more, especially since we see Jen all the time. I actually don't know who I would want to give that to. Maybe Katra. Maybe Katra. Why is it Anton? No, Anton is of the entire, like, what, first 9 games he's in? First 7, I think? Then it's Killican. No, if I had to pick like top one character from Sky, it's probably Estelle.
Welcome to the Treon Mall.
Like, I think of every character in Sky, they did Estelle the best. I also have no idea who I'm giving the Bizay gem to. I'll figure that out later.
Another very
No, Anton's the Grandmaster.
Twice as tall as the Great Spire, huh? Whoever built this must have been compensating for something.
We're finally here together.
Hi there. Wanna
Girl.
try something?
Come on.
Come again.
Bestel is always Bestel.
She looks like she's bursting with joy. Wonder why.
Van, come on, dude, you know.
Look at all the snow.
Favorite JRPG protagonist? Oh, I would have to sit down and really think about that one. She's definitely up there for me, but
See my house from here. Treon Tower's observation deck stands 215 arch above ground level.
ask and ye shall receive, I guess.
Please relax and enjoy.
Boy, that's a wonder why I've never guessed the lotto numbers right. Well, I'll wait for those to manifest now, too.
Superb view.
Sup, girl? We were just talking about you. What the fuck is up with Mishi? We know he's an operative. Visit an Arcbright Solutions. I see you have Beauty's Blade with you, along with more dubious company. I don't know, just fucking waves. Oh, man. It really is, like, 4 of my favorite, like, female characters in this franchise right here. Judith, Elaine, Kilika, Shizuna. Fuck, and Rosette's here too. God damn it. Yeah, no, I have nothing else other than that. It's just 5 of my favorite characters in one fucking room. Really, really the entire cast is like really high up there for me. If I had to, Frosty, add a note. After you and I do a games tier list, we have to do a character tier list. Out on a little group tour, are we? I should be so lucky. Don't act like you aren't wise to what's going on with us. How about you, Miss Department Chief? Taking a personal date with your flunky? There's a political debate tomorrow, Chiron Mall. We're here to conduct a preliminary security inspection. But I will concede that taking in the scenery from on high can be an effective stress reliever. Honestly, this is like a great date spot. I'll become the first true master. There's a lot. We will have to. You and I will talk. Actually, like sit down and like first plan out when we want to do the games tier list. At this point, we'll do it after this. But we'll have to. You and I will have to draw hard lines between what characters we will rate and who we won't. I.e., we're not doing random NPC. Aside from the grandma. Aside from the grandma crook. She gets to be in there. Because she's S rank. You've got it tough too, huh? We're still pursuing that Crimson Beast as well. As well as the man who calls himself the Garden Master. Though I regret to inform you that we don't have any more information than you do at present. It's too bad. Ever since the Nimith Island case, all eyewitness reports have stopped cold. Yes, like some memorable NPCs. In fact, now that the serial killings have stopped, things at the capital have almost been peaceful. But who knows how long that'll last. Needless to say, the situation is only temporary. Or perhaps it's better described as the calm before the storm. No matter what schemes are taking form, we can be certain that they won't be Okay, I have to remember to talk about something as soon as it's done. With that in mind, I'm expecting great dividends from your efforts. Don't get your hopes up too high. Still, we do plan on bringing an end to this. Then allow me to tell you our findings in exchange. We regard those dolls modeled after members of the... Oh god, I forgot about those. Society took some of them in after the incident at Artemis, as I recall. What did your analysis uncover? As suspected, they're linked to the super technology that arose during Crossbell's most recent incident. Great. In particular, they were built to simulate the underlying concepts behind simulacra. Simulated simulacra. Try saying that 3 times. Okay. Simulated simulacra. Simulated simulacra. Simulated simulacra. Ooh, butchered the second one there, but I didn't do that. However, it would appear that the original technology could not be reproduced. From this, we've summarized that they incorporate Society, Marduk, and Zect Arms engineering, among others. In terms of how faithfully they reproduced the originals, the dolls are nowhere close to on par with Simulacra. That, however, is because those aspects were eschewed in favor of combat specialization and formidable battle prowess. Remember, the Simulacra weren't fucking slouches. Like, the fake McBurns hurt almost as bad as the real McBurn. You know what, I'm not gonna question where McBurn has been actually. It's a good thing he's not been around. I really believe that they were produced around a year ago, while both Almada and the Gardens were still active. Aside from the twins, other members of the Gardens have been wiped out, supposedly. So the Garden Master unleashed these killer robots instead. So the organization that had been warped from the start managed to survive more warped than ever. That's karma for you. There haven't been any reports of these assassin dolls being deployed anywhere else. But if the Garden Master begins to act in earnest, they could very well emerge as an additional threat. You best be careful out there. We appreciate your concern. Grendel Zoga started off by hitting a military compound, so there's no telling what his true target is. If anything, the CID should be the ones watching your step. Is that concern of your childhood friend I detect? I'll be sure to pass it along to Mr. Kincaid. That ain't what I meant. I, for one, think he would love to hear it. Give me a break. Soon after, Kilika and Kayla returned to work, whereupon Van and the group resumed their activities. Looks like I've got an orb mail. It's from Master Bearguard. Just sent me a letter yesterday. Now it's an orb mail? Wonders never cease. Van, a major breakthrough has surfaced regarding your current predicament. And my immediate return to Edith. I ask that you head to the underground ruins at Station Street so that we may discuss this matter in private. Probably no, just some personal correspondence. So we've been milling about for a while now. Why don't you say we take a breather? Sure, it's about time to grab a bite to eat anyway. The party's been pretty big this time around. Maybe we could split up. Good idea. Let's part ways for lunch, and when we reach a good stopping point. I'm gonna keep things to myself until I know what this is all about. That feels like a trap. I'm gonna say it. That feels like a trap.
Trion Tower's observation deck stands 215 arch above ground.
But now that I know what to read, you know another. Oh my god, I'm forgetting his name. Both IRL and stream name. But do you know whose VA is also a streamer? Who another character who has a VA that's a streamer? Oh my god, I'm forgetting the character's name too. Oh my god, what the fuck? Oh my god, I wasn't even thinking about Sayu. Yeah, Sayu as well. No. A certain, certain red-headed ex-Jaeger from Crossbell.
Let's get going.
Fucking. Oh my god, I'm forgetting the actor's actual name, I'm forgetting his streamer name, and I'm forgetting the character's name right now. Holy shit. I keep wanting to say Aaron because of the red hair. Oh, fuck. I'm
Very well.
I'm kicking myself so much right now for forgetting. If I could crossbell cast another... Randy, Yona Scott, thank you. Fucking Christ.
That's how it goes.
Yona Scott, yeah. He is also another streamer. But that is also one for fucking Sayu. Fuck, I forgot about him too. Or I wasn't even thinking about fucking Agnes too. Amelie. Holy shit. Also, maybe Damien West? Yeah, Damien. Yeah, I was about to say Damien West is from Smosh. Originally from Smosh. What I'm hearing is we have the chance to try to pull an amazingly dumb idea together with an amazingly great group of people. I don't know what we could do. Was it already bit? Yeah, I did everything. So it's 1, Van 1, Anya's 2, Sharid 3, Kilga 4, Randy 5. I don't know if he still does, but I actually Lloyd's voice actor, Robbie Damon, I knew in the past has done like streaming stuff. Like, there's so many amazing voice actors that are also streamers nowadays, and I almost want to see if I could be like, hey, I don't know. I would just type out. I would put them all in a group DM and be like, hey, and I wouldn't know what else to do, because like I don't actually have an idea. I'm just like, it's just like it's the fucking spider web of like realizations connecting, and now my brain's like trying to think of something to do with that, and I got nothing. Are people around? I gotta see what Master wants from me. He went through more trouble than he had to sending that orb mail. Something's definitely up. It's been 3 months since we last saw each other. The first step is just meet up and hear him out. This feels like a trap.
Ruins is down the back alley next to the department store.
Like, this feels like such a trap. Especially since if we remember right. Yep.
Celise, the hell are you doing down here?
So, very fun fact. When I was messing around with stuff last night, I realized we couldn't choose Celise for the garden. We could choose Leon, but not Celise. I'm pretty sure later, Mirai, Rita's girlfriend, Grandmaster also streams. Oh shit. Oh, I didn't know Erica Lindbeck also streamed. Fuck. Oh my god, I'm just a giant fan of Erica Lindbeck in general. But enough me gushing about like how much I enjoy VAs and like listening to them and
Master called me over to talk. What? Did you come in his place?
In his place? I guess you could say that.
Am I missing something?
Ah, shit.
I've got some bad news to share, Arkwright. Master Barkhorn's dead. And it's all your fault.
What? Back up. Did I hear that right? He's dead.
talking about the Bearguard Zeman, right? You say it's my fault?
It figures you wouldn't have a clue. Back when you were swallowed up by that demonic power, Master took on a curse to protect you. You know that much, right?
Now hold on a sec.
That curse is as nasty as they come, and just as tough to dispel. He spent all this time getting spiritual treatment in Arteria. But even after going to Gehenna and back, he gave up the ghost just the other day.
Don't tell me she's corroded, the way Ashen was.
Master covered for you until his dying breath. And whether he likes it or not, his sacrifice proved one thing. Your existence is a plague on this world. And that's a sin I just can't abide by. Since we're fellow disciples, I'll grant you one act of mercy. Putting you out of your misery by my own hands.
So even Dominions can get their memories rewritten. This ain't the time to mull things over, though. Up and at 'em, Mare Bear. We got trouble. Shit! I can't go Grendel?
Yeah, in a one-on-one fight, Felice cleans Van's clock, especially about the Grundle. Also, how the fuck did Van not see this coming? Like, has Bearguard ever sent an orb mail? Sweet Adios. I didn't see that coming. Guess playing fair is too much to ask. So I'm gonna worm my way out of this. Someone's watching. Must be using some sort of... I don't know if it's related to the rewrite, but sticking around won't do me any favors. Now, how do I lose them? It's around noon on a Saturday. I think I know who to count on to give me an out.
This really isn't the best place to be right now. Need to find a good opportunity to get to the center of the connecting bridge.
There he is. Target is boarded taxi. Northwest, the vehicle's make is... Sorry to drop in on your lunch break. Don't give it a second thought, brother. Shuttling folks around is what I live for. Besides, this ain't just for kicks. Anytime you're in a bind, I got your back. You're a cabbie like no other. I just want to get tangled up with some pesky characters is all. Can I hassle you to take the back roads? Maybe shake them off a bit? Forget that you're a pretty streetwise cat yourself. Just sit tight. Giornato will get you where you're going in record time. Here it is because it had names for characters, which helps a lot. The only problem goes to Reverie. We should be able to like add stuff to it, I think. Backroads include the underground, apparently. Sure, this is where you want out, brother? Yeah, the shortcut I'm taking, no car can follow. Oh, you won, Giornato. Take care heading back. You betcha. Two of us share a comrade and Dingo. Next time you need a lift, just give me a call, brother. Rest in peace, Dingo. We miss you. Damn, it is an old pal of his, huh? Just another way he's coming clutch for me. Man, the one time the Trails series lets a character death stick, it has to be fucking Dingo. Dude went out like a badass, though. Dude looked a nuke in the fucking eye and went, nah. And we got surveilling me. Doesn't exactly match the Gralsritter MO. If I had to guess... Forget it. I just need to lie low in the Blacklight District and...
Oh, hell! A thaumaturgy trap! So I was right on the money. Scariot, you came to the capital?
Indeed. And I trust you know the reason. Van Arkride, within you resides the root of all things demonic. By your curse did Bearguard Zeman, better known as my master Gunther Barkhorn, perish. For that, you have been deemed a heretic.
So it got you too, huh? I had a hunch this might happen.
Yours is an absolute evil, untouchable by the laws of this world. By our hands shall it be condemned!
You ran into you guys instead, huh? I try to lure him and the bastard blows me off. I'm on my way. Don't do a thing till I get there.
Mother Celeste, how many times must we tell you to use your telepathy to contact us? Or at the least, a secure line.
There is no need to delay. Taking him down where he stands will do just as well. Begin casting. Leave no gap uncovered.
Yes, sir! Not good. There are too many for me to hold off alone. Add a Dominion to the mix, and I'll be screwed 6 ways from Sunday.
Surrender yourself. This is farewell, Arkride.
Shit. My number's up.
I think I've seen quite enough.
A cold snap? You dare, Father Leon?
Hey, Leon.
Not sure what brought this on, but hey, I'll take what I can
shit,
get.
I wish I put new things, new, like, quartz in your Zypha.
This way, then!
Bailing me out, huh? Take it that means you're still in your right mind?
Assuming you refer to the way Celeste isn't in hers, yes. But we can talk after we've made our escape.
Between this and Messeldom, I'm racking up a real debt to you. Let's roll!
A certain salt shaker wants to work with me? What the hell are you talking about, Frosty? Towards the survey through a number of byways. While doing so, they began exchanging what they knew with one another. Oh, come on, it's gonna be ways. Rewritten memories and perceptions. In our normal circumstances, I would be asking where and how hard you hit your head. Dude, come on, you've seen shit. Good to know you have lost your humor. I stay dead since, well, then it's... Salt shaker. Frosty, that's fucked up, man. Well deserved for the bastard. That's fucked up, dude. Yeah, alright, fine. Weissman has stayed dead, aside from, like, his like, pseudo-resurrection in what may have actually been hell, or maybe not? Still don't have a clear picture of things myself, that said...
Master Barkhorn's dead, and it's all your fault.
For that, you have been deemed a heretic.
One misstep along the way, none of those scenarios could have wound up true. But the idea that Master was cursed is obviously a total fabrication. They don't seem like they're being controlled either, so the only option left is that their minds have been tampered with. Only is a bit of a strong word there. It could be that our Master truly is dead, and your memory was the one rewritten. What a load of... On second thought, I'm having a tough time debunking you there. Now I get it. The fact that we can't get in touch with Master right now is being used against us. Likely so, though by whom, you have yet to understand. It's gotta be linked to to stuff on your end, yeah? You must have noticed something was off earlier. That's right. After the incident at Nemeth Island, we decided to split up and chase the perpetrator's tails. Meaning that for a time, Celise and I acted separately. She had some business in the capital, so we decided to meet in the outskirts and share our findings this morning. But for some reason, we weren't speaking on the same wavelength. As I listened on, she suddenly came out saying that our master was dead. I tried convincing her otherwise a multitude of times. And her response? That I was the one whose memories were fiddled with. Even the Gralsritter aren't immune to this, and yeah, there's a chance that you're the one who's gone off the rails. I may be informed on this rewrite business now, and yesterday I couldn't conjure up the words to refute her. At the time, Celise unleashed her stigma. Scratch that. Maybe that her stigma went out of control due to the psychological strain of Master Bearguard's supposed death. I've got a responsibility to put Arkwright down. You don't accept that, and stay out of my way. Then, to my surprise, the vice captain appeared. Hunting down heretics is the duty of us monks. Should you interfere, we will grant you no quarter. They then subjugated me to a merciless barrage of thaumaturgy. I can only endure so much. That sounds pretty rough. Your concern is touching, but some people came to my rescue after I escaped, and even treated my wounds. My problem is my own stigma. In what way? I've been rendered incapable of harnessing its powers by means unknown to me. It's rather dire, really. Can't even control my mana effectively. So that's why you aren't looking so hot. Well, yeah, his powers are ice-based, fam. It's bad enough that those two were the ones rewritten. Now the only person who stood a chance of going against them has his power sealed. Truth be told, this is more than I bargained for. All I intended to do was look into their activities. But in a twist of fate, I became your savior. It appears that you were their sole target. Perhaps I should have just let the matter run its course. You better follow that up with a psych. Anyway, our only hope of bringing them back to their senses is to join forces. We're in agreement there. Ah, there's the exit up ahead. I've seen this place before. This is the waterway beneath the Tyrell district. Just a bit further until we're above ground. Good. I don't see pursuers. Let's keep aiming.
You know, when I woke up this morning, I didn't think I'd be making off with you of all people.
That's my line you're stealing. Now, if you would be so kind, try and stay out of my way.
Damn, cold as ice.
Gotta completely do your thing. Gotta completely do your thing. Here for Baizai. Celebrate, gravity, azure. Yeah, I'll give him cloud, I guess. Or just give him snow. Ooh, but do I have... Ooh, Yakumo. Oh, right, Yakumo. No, Katra has regular Lori. But tell me after we're done here. This is orange does arts power, the damage, cast time minus 75%. Magical damage plus 20% versus us, or Rain, or Otis. Shorter cast time, doesn't increase art's power. Nah, work with this. With a Mirage one, go for Shield and Sword Breaker, I guess. I don't have any other cast twos I can give. Nope. Guess work towards Guardian Force? I'd actually rather give him Guardian. Which is... Mind. And with water, yeah, Mind and Spirit, or just Spirit Breaker, actually. And Absorbing Arts, okay. Oh, yeah, I'll give him Lorelei. I think that's good. Oh, I never gave someone else Sentient Beam? Yeah, I'll fuck it, I'll give it to him for right now. HP. And an action too, because why not? There you go, get some Light Breaker. I mean, it feels wrong to give him anything other than like a water-based driver, right? Like, I know I don't have to. There's nothing like physically demanding I need to, but it feels wrong to give him anything other than something with water arts and Celise anything other than something with fire arts. I don't want to give him Cataract over Anya's. Yeah, Shizuna really doesn't need, like, a good arts driver. Like, she's so very rarely going to cast anything that's not support arts. Right, honestly, yeah, I'll give her some, yeah, Refreshing Frail, Aura Breath, Celestial, yeah, give her Celebrate right now. Oh, and... a La Forte as well. Alright. Let me make sure I save. Let me make sure I save. Okay. Now that's the door, and that has that there, so I'm assuming that's the way forward, so let's...
We gotta hurry.
Never mind.
We gotta hurry.
Never mind. Game will just force me to go the right way. They just did worse with those hearts. Honestly, I would be okay with that. Like, slower cast time or something. Looks like we shook them. What's our next move? I mentioned before that a few benefactors came to my aid. They should be waiting for me up ahead.
Hey! Over here!
And here
Fucking
too?
what?
Something must have happened.
How? Who? Why? Where? Huh? In what world? In what reality? In what kingdom? How in the fuck? Okay. Gotti, whatever. Nito, you're immediately more suspicious. So those are your guardian angels, huh? What a story. Truth really is stranger than fiction sometimes. God, if I could stop getting Discord notifications. Still, Celise and Ashalad chasing you down? Boggles the mind. Oh yeah, you've met the Vice Captain before, huh, Director? We shared a table at the Revolution Festival. Leon was there too, of them. Oh my god, that's right. Really? Celise and I have met a few times as well. How? The person who did this to you. But yeah, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, it was in Montmartre, right? They were like actually, I think I commented on that during on stream as well. That was a weird group. You have our full support. Right. If there's in what world have you met Nina? Or met Celise? In what world? Everyone knows everyone. Calvard's a small country, I guess. Right. If there's any way we can help you out, all you have to do is say the word. I can't thank you two enough, especially given that you've already saved me this morning. About that, I'm guessing you picked him up in the van when he was hurt? Yes, we were heading back from scouting a filming location on the outskirts of the city. That's when we chanced upon Leon lying on the side of the road. Boy was bleeding head to toe. You can imagine how flabbergasted we were. Since we've hit it off before, giving him somewhere to take shelter was a no-brainer. Production van does make for decent camouflage, on top of transportation. On that note, we need to collect ourselves fast. There's no telling when they'll catch us here. It'd be best to relocate. Gotcha. So is there any place in the capital that you can use as a safe house? How about Edith Cathedral? Even those two would be hesitant to start a confrontation there. Okay then, we'll ferry you on these trusty wheels of ours. And I don't take no for an answer. Speed is the name of the... I would totally believe Gotti would. Grabbed you, it's not much of an alternative. Swell, then come on, hop right in. Take the Albert District in no time via the expressway. Oh yeah, I should probably get in touch with the others. You've got to be kidding me. They're blocking communications? Huh? But why? Even the radio isn't working. Well, this is a fine pickle we're in. It's probably a localized orbital wave jam. But if that's their angle... You don't think Ashley's pals are onto us already? They've probably got eyes all over the capital, which means...
What in the... Something just landed on the roof!
I wonder who.
Yo, Arkwright. Still scurrying away like the rat you are. Sticking with that director and actress won't save you. I'll keep them out of the crossfire, though. So, just bear with me.
There's no way.
Don't move, Arkwright. Same goes for you, Leon. Force me to crack open this tin can, and you'll have a crash waiting to happen.
What are we gonna do?
Celise, wait! He isn't... She's using our stigma?
You're not at fault. I get that. But I can't let you live. The best I can do is send you straight to Adios. In one strike!
I can't let any more people get caught up in this. Sorry, you three. I'll figure out the rest on my own, one way or another.
Ben!
Ben! No! The shards cushioned my fall, but... Can't say I didn't see this coming.
So, you opted to keep him out of it. Pretty noble, Arkwright. That's what makes this such a crying shame. I'll send you off in peace, if nothing else. Sleep tight.
If anything, it did feel like she felt sorry. I hate Divine Wing. It's a whole thing, my guy. Alright. Alright. Start at the beginning. Take care of some 4 SPGs. Guy goes crazy over the new Mishi redesign. We reached out to Kilika's VA on Blue Sky, trying to confirm if the Mishi redesign for Calvert is secretly a CID operation. Still waiting to hear back. Wait, let me double check. We are still waiting to hear back. Van receives an ore mail from who he thinks is Master Bearguard. We go to see it. It turns out, Celise, much like other people have over this past couple days, have had our memories rewritten. We die. We go back. We run away. We take a taxi. Guy knows Dingle. He's pretty chill. We get ambushed by Ashlad and the rest of the monks. Leon saves us. We meet up with the people that saved Leon earlier. Apparently, it was Gotti and Nina. Who knew? We jump on the freeway trying to escape to the cathedral because even church people will not start a fight in a cathedral. They catch up to us. Van, not wanting Nina, Gotti, and Leon to die again, jumps out of the truck. This has been Trails to Daybreak 2. Roll the credits. There's no telling when they'll catch us here. It'd be best to relocate. Tyrell District. Must rewound back to when we joined up with Gotti and Nina. Van? Something wrong? Nah, I hope we play things out like I recall. So, is there any place in the capital you can use as a safe house? How about Edith Cathedral? Even those two would be hesitant to start confrontation there. Okay then, we'll ferry you over there on these trusty wheels of ours. And we'll take no for an answer. Speed is the name of the game after all. Your generosity is appreciated, Mr. Director. Taking the expressway would get us to the Albert District in no time. Is the cathedral really our best bet? I don't see why not. What's up? Do you know something we don't? Sorta. It's tough to explain. Let's just call it a flash of intuition.
Sticking with that director and actress won't save you. I'll keep him out of the crossfire, though. So, just bear with me.
Those conditions, they should be fine. We'll still want to iron things out a little. You guys are gonna have to work with me here. Mind humoring me a bit? Not in the least. In for a reg, in for an arch. You'd be more than happy to help. Thanks, you two. Where do you propose we go, then? Just a sec. There's something I want to make sure of first. We need some spare Zyphas. I think I'll lay a little groundwork over here, too, while I'm at it. Oh, we're on the expressway, just like we planned. Nothing out of the ordinary that I can tell. Not yet, no. Hmm? Something wrong yet?
What in the... Something just landed on the roof!
It can't be. Yo, Arkwright. Still scurrying away like the rat you are. Sticking with that director and actress won't save you. I'll keep him out of the crossfire, though. So, just bear with me.
What are you going on about?
Huh?
That's you up there, right, Celise? I get that it's been a while since Messeldom, but jumping on our van is one hell of a long time no see. It's like a scene right out of a movie.
Maybe you could cast her as an extra in your next film, Mr. Gotti.
I see what they did.
That's a genius idea. Better yet, we could sign up Leon alongside her.
Damn it. I'm getting distracted. Wait.
Got her!
Those aren't Leon or Arkwright. They're just decoys made to dupe my clairvoyance. Pulled one over on me, did ya? You're in for it now, Master's pet!
Whoa, Nelly. That went exactly the way Vance said it would. Oh, those Zyphas we prepared for the shoot sure came in handy. And wasn't that Ashland just now? This is getting more unbelievable by the second.
Yes. But now we've seen it for ourselves. Something isn't right with him or Celise. Anne, Leon, please stay safe.
Nah, they're spearing right into danger. I don't know if this is the smartest idea. So far, so good. Guess they fell for our stunt doubles. The director and Nina thank for that. Moving on, to think that a place like this was beneath the city. Yeah, I mean, we knew about this since, like, hour 1 of a Daybreak 1. Gameplay like this is getting us nowhere. We need to start working toward turning the tables. One of the keys to that is, without doubt, your stigma's power. Is there really no way for you to restore it? You say that as if it's trivial. First of all, stigma's very existence is absolute in this world. They are thus unsealable by nature. Sir did mention something like that, but if that's the case, how did it happen anyway? Heaven knows. All I can tell you is that it isn't something the Vice Captain's thaumaturgy should be capable of. It's only speculation, but perhaps my stigma overreacted after an unknown force attempted to tamper with me. Since then, it has not yet returned to its normal state, and so I am unable to release it properly. That does line up with the current stitch. I'm curious about the specifics of this tampering business, but we can set that aside for now. There's no problem with the stigma itself. We should be able to do something about it, right? Well, it'd only be half measure, but if we manage to stabilize my stigma's power, then yes, possibly. But as we are without a specialist on our side, we'd have to make do on our own. At the very least, we need a spiritual hotspot to give my stigma a foothold from which to adjust. Finding one would prove inconvenient, however, while these prying eyes on the lookout. Spiritual hotspot where no one is watching. Actually, I think I know a place. A perfect one for the job, in fact. Yeah, underground ruins at Station Street. This is where Sleece first summoned you to meet with her. Yeah, except now, it'll be our blind spot. All the way down here is an altar where the first Genesis was enshrined. It's on a small scale, the higher elements weren't in effect back then, so it should count as a spiritual hotspot. It may just be the ticket. Though I must say, his mental acuity is positively uncanny. What, you think of a stumbling block? Oh, I have no objections. Sleece's clairvoyance is usually quite lacking, but right now, her stigma is running amok. If she applies herself, she'll be able to see quite a distance. It's only a matter of time before we're discovered. And guess I'm gonna move on. Watch my back in there, Frostbite. Very well. I'm expecting the same from you in return, Sir Spriggan. Liam, we gotta work on your nicknames for people, dude. Let's go back to chat real quick.
Alrighty.
Cyphers are Cyphers military tech?
Let's get to work.
Finish them where they stay.
Let's finish the job. You snooze, you lose.
Right there.
But yeah, I'm a giant sucker for time travel stuff, so the repetitiveness of the cutscenes
I'm not used to being unable to unleash the full breath of my
aren't a big deal for me, personally. But I understand why they be annoying
You're
stuff.
tearing right through these monsters, man.
Here we come. Finish them where they stand.
Let's finish the job.
Also, does the game seem loud during combat? Or specifically when attacks are going off? It seems loud down here.
Let's wail on. Understood.
It's over.
Sapphire Blade. Cleave them.
Nice.
It's okay. Okay.
That went great.
I guess I probably just have my volume up high then.
This.
You aren't finished.
Military versus intelligence vision.
Calling that a challenge
Looks
would
like
be
a
gross
chest.
exaggeration.
For civilians. I mean, Gotti wouldn't be the first director in history to get his hands on military equipment for photo shoots, or for film shoots rather. Kelly did the Michael Bay thing and promised it just to be a big advertising campaign for the Calvardian military.
Not getting away. Blast off.
I liked it better when it was Blue Lightning.
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
You did well, Van.
Yeah, and Gotti's a successful film director, so.
Looks like the gang's all here. Eat this.
We have a chance for a preemptive strike.
There.
It's time.
Resistant to all the requirements. Maybe Argent's. No.
Here goes. I'll dice you up. Lay on the pain, Leon.
Really, dude?
You will regret that.
Calling that a challenge would be a gross exaggeration.
Ooh, Sepith is always good.
Leon?
Sepith is always good. I was supposed to go that way. Sepith is always good.
I think we lost him.
Yes, indeed. Though I'm certain Celise will be ready to resume her pursuit any moment. That pertinacious personality of hers is proving quite troublesome for us. Treasure, hmm? What a pleasant surprise.
Looks
Oh,
like the
round 'em
gang's
up.
all here. Let's get to work. There. Hey, get down. You're done.
We aren't finished.
Oh, I guess I didn't get the thing.
Take this. We're done. Nice. That went great.
You did well, Van.
Ooh, unicorn cameo is always a fucking good find. Can you use that for like the boss? What? 2 bosses ago? 3 bosses ago? The boss with Maxim. That was the one that kept putting people under fear.
Looks like
Although
a
it's
chest.
weird how much of like this map I remember, or dungeon I remember. Like I could kind of like kind of remember specific like stuff happening in certain spots.
Got this done now. Let's finish the job. You're not getting away. Blast off. You got this.
Of course.
It's over.
Yeah, Frosty, but you remember like everything about this franchise.
Lay on the pain, Leon. Sucker. Nice. Moving on up.
I could certainly do with a breather.
Whew. That hits the spot.
Oh, 191, that's fine. Actually, let me save, because we're absolutely about to have to fight, Ashlot and Celisa, probably a few Iscariot monks. Where it all started. This is as deep as it gets. There does seem to be spiritual power gathering here. Think it'll work? I'll see what I can do. Oh, I didn't realize his like coat had like burn marks and everything. That's actually a really cool detail. Damn, nice work. The minions don't play around, huh? Normally, this sort of fine-tuning is best done in a more controlled environment. Proceeding with such a meager pool of mana will take a fair bit of time. Yeah, well, tough cookies. There's no monsters around, to worry about, so let's just hunker down and get it done. I've never had a situation this sticky. Being targeted in and of itself ain't so new to me. Working in the shadows long enough, and you're bound to run into a few cloaks and daggers. But we're playing the hard-boiled bit, aren't we? Rexy like, you're still softer than you'd care to admit here and there. But who said I'm bragging? Get off my back and concentrate, would you? Oh, don't worry on my account. The adjustments are going smoothly.
May I ask a question? You need only answer as much as you are able.
Sure. Go for it.
I've been sitting on this for quite a while now. What exactly happened 8 years ago? The two of us happened to be the same age, meaning that back then, we were both 17. Instead of attending Aramis Academy as you should have, you suddenly dropped out, leading the life of a drifter until Master Bearguard took you in. It was around that time that he sustained serious injury. Celise and I only learned of this after the fact. You can see why it would make us rather distrustful of you. But, inquire as we might, our master refused to enlighten us.
Yeah, well, it's not like he could say anything. His final disciple was a walking taboo, a vessel housing a ruler of devils.
And it's as I thought.
Yeah. I won't go into detail, but there was a time I let my power go out of control. Being a vessel, that power is only leftover scraps. Yet it was still enough to snuff out every spark of life in the area. If Master hadn't put his life on the line to save me, I might have never gotten my humanity back.
I half expected that was the case. This rewrite about Master Bearguard being struck by a curse is only just outside the realm of truth, then.
Yeah, one false move and things could have ended up that way for real. If you think about it like that, maybe I am a heretic, like they said. But even then, I can't just give myself up to him. Master granted me a new lease on life and pointed me down my path. That's a kindness I aim to repay.
Your origins are unknown to me, and the way you hover between light and shadow is exceptionally dubious. And to top it all off, you may well harbor the root of all things demonic. No Dominion could possibly overlook that. But if Master Bearguard sets you down your road in life, then far be it from me to chide you for walking it. Between your efforts to avoid involving the innocent, or to keep them out of harm's way at the expense of your own well-being, you're even more tender-hearted than I ever could have imagined.
Hold up. Are you saying you remember what happened last time?
Why, I'm not sure what you mean. At any rate, our little tete-a-tete has me inclined to acknowledge you as a fellow student, unrefined though you may be. To the point where I'm willing to commend you for how far along you've come, and for getting us to this point.
Look at that. You actually did it.
Yes, albeit to a wholly limited extent. Still, this should give us more leeway to oppose Celise.
Should have known you'd be here. Bet you think you're clever throwing us off the trail like that. I'd give you a pat on the back for it. But we both know you can't run away forever. Now give it up so I can send you off in peace!
Someone's here ahead of schedule.
How very timely of you, Celise. Your clairvoyance has improved. If only I were a little more incentivized to appreciate that right now.
Huh? If you're trying to blow smoke up my ass, I'm not hearing it.
The time has come to convict the heretic. Father Leon, I will make no guarantees on your survival should you insist on obstructing us.
Multiplex thaumaturgical formation. Their showing at Arasion pales in comparison to this. Our prospects aren't bright. Even though I can use my stigma, it has yet to recover fully.
While on the other hand, hers is going berserk at full blast. We don't stand a chance in Gehenna. Not without backup.
Who's a good boy, Zeros? Who's a good boy?
horrible drone?
Take this!
We're being ambushed.
Bran!
Now! Deploying shards!
Activating interference protocol.
Get rid of those magic circles.
Roger!
Mind if I have this dance?
I'm afraid I can't let you do that.
Ugh, meddling jackasses.
Phantom Thief Grimcat takes to the stage!
Hi, Judith.
Van, here's your chance. We've secured an escape route.
Hurry up and get to stepping.
Just in the nick of time.
I take it this was premeditated?
Yes, the memo Van left behind gave us the gist of the situation. The rescue party's arrived, just like your 4SPG asked.
Agnes consulted me on the matter, after which I rushed right over.
Always a surprise up your sleeve.
Spriggan himself left a 4 SPG.
You know it. Now let's blow this joint.
I suppose we must. Until next time, Celise.
Leon, Arkwright, get your asses back here! We still got a score to settle, damn it!
Phew, that was a close one. Oh, we could have handled them. Sure was, but we managed to pull it off. Hell yeah, my blood's still pumping. The relief that you two made it out safely. Narrow escape as it was. I'll say, thanks for getting us out of a tight spot. Thanks sense to you as well, Nina, Mr. Director. You seem to have a habit of being in your debt. Don't think twice about it. Wouldn't have been able to live with myself leaving you high and dry. Also, I was quiet the entire time. That was a really nice scene between Van and Leon. That was actually, like, for people, it was really just Leon and Van that had been, like, snipey with each other and, like, not fully trusting or, like, cool with each other. It was really nice to see that. And, like, Leon have, like, a respect for Van and and, like, an understanding, too. It was really nice. Yes, thanks goodness it worked out. Wonder what happened. We headed back to your office at Old Town, where we bumped into the others. It was right when we started putting out our plan to action. Lucky thing, too. What we were missing was a way to get around. Indeed, time was far too short for us to spend it arranging for transport. After seeing your 4SPG, we knew how to work swiftly and carefully. Especially with a group of our size. And just so you're aware, I laid a few false trails to keep them off our scent for a while. These guards have shards applied to them for good measure. That should cut off any thaumaturgy used to detect us. I'm also conducting a test run of Theo and Zeros' new functions while we're at it. Though they do have a Stigma user with them, if she shifts into high gear, might be in for a bad time. So what's the plan, boss? Altered memories or not, these two got you branded as a full-blown heretic. That puts us up against Sleet, Ashlad, and a bunch of monks from Iscaria. Grave circumstances to be sure. We can take them. Look, Leon gets up to full power. Boom. Even match for Celise. Shizuka and Elaine, they themselves soloed the monks. The rest of us, gang up on Ashlad. We got it. There'll be some means of counteraction to whatever it is manipulating their consciousness, but it's easier said than done. Anyone got the Pope on speed dial? Yeah, not even Kurogane was immune. Now that the corrosion's affecting a Stigma user, it's probably stronger than it was yesterday. What, like we didn't have it hard enough? Frankly, I would suggest relying on the guild, though it will only be a makeshift solution at best. That's the issue here. No matter how many people we throw at this, it won't change the situation. What we need to do is bring them back to their senses. But how? Persuasion via peaceful dialogue hasn't exactly been effective. Right, we need something concrete. Something that reveals a contradiction between the rewrite and reality. Contradiction between the rewrite? I think you're starting to lose us. Yes, we're not really interacted all that deeply with Sleaze. Or Mr. Zaman, for that matter. You can blame us for dragging you into this crazy caper to begin with. On that note, do you remember something? Yeah, Master Beargar sent us a letter yesterday. The one where he gave his advice? It seemed real enough to me. Every word was written by him, 1000%. The orbital, on the other hand, was faked. And that's true. It's just a guess, mind. Perhaps their memories were rewritten only a short time ago. More specifically, could have started as recently as today. Thinking back, you're probably right. There was nothing out of the ordinary about Sleaze when I corresponded with her yesterday. It could be that this memory rewrite phenomenon takes place during the dead of night. Ah, that's the trick, huh? It does line up with every case so far. So all we have to do is find something from yesterday that'll prove Sleaze is remembering stuff wrong? I may have just a ticket then. It's the very reason Sleaze and I traveled to the capital to begin with. You see, Youth Cathedral received a letter from Master Bearguard as well, addressed to the two of us. They did? Yes. Generally, we members of the Gralsweir employ avenues outside the Congregation of Divine Worship's jurisdiction. But since Father Will, the Cathedral, is a close friend of the Master's, the matter was entrusted to him. We received word of it the other day. Sleaze and I met up this morning, and were on our way to retrieve it when I noticed something was wrong. The actual message has yet to be read, and should make for a perfect trump card against Sleaze. Indeed, one couldn't ask for anything better. Sounds like we got a solution then. Though executing it will be an undertaking of its own. As if we didn't factor that in already. Right, together there's nothing we can't tackle. Like Ashlot to the ground and beat him up. That's the spirit. I'm sure I'll be able to do it. You'll be able to do it. What the fuck is up with you, Nina? We still don't... Okay. You know what? Now's not the time to go off on or I think I've gone off on a tangent about, like, what the fuck is up with Nina? Tangent, because... I don't know if I should trust her, or if I shouldn't. What is she secretly eyeing? This entire time she's, like, been eyeing for some reason. Or, you know, or fucking... Kevin's really good at drag or something. I don't know. Like, it's gonna be something crazy. It's like, for some reason my mind is leading, she's part of the church. I couldn't even begin to tell you why. Like, the choker and the bracelet are obviously some kind of clue. Again, I don't know why. But I don't know if we should trust her, if we shouldn't trust her, if she's the Grandmaster, if she's like... What if she's the Pope? The Popess, I guess. I don't know. Drag is now my new pet on everything. Sorry to Melchior's dead body. We have a new winner. And... Yep, I'm trying to... Okay. OBS doesn't want to give me the option to pin that. So I'll manually unpinned. That is getting pinned. I'm gonna get that tattooed on my arm. Honestly, I'd love to go straight to the cathedral. Making beeline for it is just asking to be caught. So how about we take a different approach? I can hear the gears turning from here. Another one of your brilliant plans, Van? Very well, let's hear it. Anything to break us out of this deadlock. Blacklight District was fruitless as well. It would seem that information from earlier was a red herring. Our target's collaborators must be deliberately muddying the waters. Damn, so much for doing this the easy way. At this rate, he'll get his ass picked off by some perfect stranger. For both him and for Master, who covered for him to the end, I can't let that happen. Our duties are simply to be performed. There's no room for personal sentiment. Speak for yourself. In a weird way, it is Celeste caring about Van. Because, like, she does know he's going through, like, he has to deal with this thing. So, in, like, her own fucked up, memory rewritten way, she sees this as helping him. And it's been very clear Van understands that too, which is like a nice little detail. Emotional detachment don't come easy for me, especially not with the lengths he's going to. I trust that you have no intention of aiding his escape. Get real, asshat. There's only one way this ends, and that's... Well, wow. What happened? I found him. About time, too. Give us the location, we'll set out at once. Good. I'm sick of getting outsmarted at every turn. They're at the Auber district, right inside Edith Cathedral. Yes. And it's church grounds. No fighting on church grounds. Sanctuary. Sanctuary. We all saw Hunchback of Notre Dame, right? Oh, we can take them. We have claimed Sanctuary.
Pretty sneaky picking this place. You already gave up on it once, so it was off our radar. And then you put out bogus leads and hoofed it for a change. We've been taken for a ride left and right until now. Guess that means you're ready to accept your fate.
You know he's
not.
You've erected a barrier to keep others away. So much the better for our purposes. This time, you will meet your maker.
Up, Sanctuary. You have to respect it.
They're bearing down on us hard.
Yes, though that comes as no surprise.
It's also likely that Iscariot has mobilized every last monk that came to the capital. Breaking through their formation will be anything but simple.
The rest of you better know what you're getting into.
Our business concerns the heretic alone. Any interlopers will be promptly eliminated.
Why are they here?
Evadios. Are they sure about this?
Why are they here? They are civilians, except maybe Nina, but they are
Things
civilians.
seem to be going according to plan. Be safe, everyone.
Let me start by apologizing for dragging you two out here. Just wanted to take this chance to set the record straight. On which of us is in the wrong, that is.
I don't believe what I'm hearing. How long's this gonna take to sink in? You want to turn a blind eye to our master's death? Then fine. But that's no excuse to start making an ass of yourself.
I'm not turning a blind eye to anything. But you know what Master'd say if he were here? Take another look at things as they truly are.
Tell me, Celeste. Do you recall the day we met with Master Bearguard at the end of last year? Oddly enough, both the Commander and Vice Commander were present. Isn't that right?
Yeah. I remember it like it was yesterday. Wazzy, Kevin, and Gaius were there too.
Let's just name all of them.
But by then, Master was already...
Curse-stricken and on the cusp of death, yes? Then explain this letter to me. I'm sure you would never mistake Master Bearguard's handwriting for that of another.
To Celeste and Leon, I pray that the past several months since our last meeting have treated you well. Since the start of the year, I've been out visiting the East. While these lands are as harsh and turbulent as ever, rest assured that I am safe and unharmed. It has come to my attention that Calvard is currently being beset by a number of peculiar incidents. Though I cannot return anytime soon, there's a possibility this may devolve into an even greater crisis than which we experienced last year. Celeste, no matter how Bearguard has weird writing. It doesn't. No matter what difficulties may come, you must stay your impulses and guide the way with a steady hand. As for you, Leon, use this opportunity to assess exactly what it is you should place your faith in. In the face of uncertain circumstances, use your worth as a dominion rather than strength alone that will put you to the test. It's my hope that each of you will see this as a source of personal enrichment. May you ever remain in good health, Bearguard Zaman. P.S. Should you come into contact with Van, do try not to indulge him too much. Interaction with others will be the best medicine for what ails him.
That last part kinda makes me wince a little. But there you go. Happy to have you as a mentor, Celeste.
Master?
Aww.
No. Bullshit. It's gotta be.
I'll admit, Master's pointed words prick at me quite a bit. But they must cut especially deep for you, Celeste, the way you're actively going against them.
She's wavering!
Just like we were hoping for.
Look at the state of her stigma. We mustn't get complacent.
Theo! Zeros! Continue analyzing on max alert!
Vice Captain, your orders?
Still your agitation. We need only carry out our mission.
Now, come on! You won't even budge a little?
Surely you've realized by now that this command you supposedly received is utterly inconceivable. Yet you're still opting to stay the course. Do I have that right?
But why?
Either he's loyal to a fault, or there's an ulterior motive here. Rubs me wrong either way.
These guys are something else. So, how should we play this?
Put up your deuce. Yammering in circles will get us nowhere. We're gonna fight this out, disciple to disciple.
How's she not at her limit yet?
Something's happening. We're not screwed, are we?
It's corroding our surroundings. But that isn't all.
Celeste, you wouldn't.
Stigma release. Sacred boundary! Come get some. I know just the place to make your grave.
Yeah, where the oh. Moonlit Vashtar Palace. I didn't know better. I think my eyes were deceiving me. It's Vashtar Palace in Arasion. Oh, this is where you screwed up against someone out of boss. The question is, how'd she conjure all this up out of nowhere? Using the boundary spell unique to Dominions. Details are confidential, and essentially it's used to ensure that the demonic force can be vanquished securely. It's typically more limited in scope, but this time it seems to have been augmented by the power of that crimson corrosion. She managed to expand a phase space of this magnitude is nothing short of astounding, or astonishing. Mr. Artesia seeks to decisive this showdown against Mr. Arkwright. Choice of location may be intended to suit that mental conception. Vashtar Palace fits the bill, huh? It's a little disorienting, but don't forget, we've only got one job to do. Let's make it those two see some sense. You know, to Nina and Salvatore for dragging them into this. Or it's going to be most attended with here, in addition to recreated monsters. Oh man, as much ooh, I really gotta like pick. Ooh, I really gotta pick my team now. Alright. As much as I hate the blue ball, everyone, myself included, to avoid going too much later tonight, because we are almost at like my normal stopping time, we will call it here, unfortunately. But hey, one hell of a start to next week. Oh no, you have to wait because work. Yeah. About one hell of a start to next Wednesday stream. Or I got plans with my Final Fantasy crew tomorrow night. Maybe I always say maybe we'll do an extra stream, and I almost never do, but maybe an extra stream Sunday, just to like tidy this up. I don't know. We'll play it by ear. See how I feel. See if like other plans crop up. Either way, okay, cool. I can access the garden still. So either way, I might knock out the garden, so everyone's equipment and levels and skills seem a little bit different. That'll be why if I get to that. But everyone commenting, lurking, VOD watching, thank yous. Yeah. Everyone have a good whatever the fuck it is for them. And I will see you all later. And as always, stay smart, stay loved, most importantly, stay safe. Bye-bye.